Okay, something a little different today. Instead of a book review, because my brain has been melting and I just keep making mistakes, I decided to stop that and do the newbie tag, so at least I've got a video to show you. I haven't actually been tagged, but I just thought I would join in because I am a newbie and maybe you'll find this interesting. So okay, on to the questions. Number 1, why did you start this channel? Okay, first off, I didn't actually know there was a whole Booktube thing at all. This all came about because at the beginning of the year I had a meeting with the vocational specialist after finishing my therapy. He suggested I do a book review blog. Now I didn't want to do this because I am mildly to moderate dyslexic. I can write and read fine, but I do find it a struggle to get what I really want to say onto the paper sometimes, and so doing a blog just seemed like it would be a lot more hassle than enjoyment. And he suggested do a YouTube one, and so this sort of stayed in the back of my mind until obviously very recently, and then I went on YouTube just to sort of see if anyone else was doing this and found that there's a whole community, so I decided to join in. Number 2, what are some of the fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Onesies? Okay, maybe not that fun. I don't know, I think unique maybe. I read a lot of non-fiction and there doesn't seem to be that many of us on Booktube. I think I might have said before, I read a lot of popular science, history, politics, feminism, all that sort of stuff. So I think, that brings a slightly different perspective of reading to people, instead of just sort of books that we've all read, or the young adult that seems to be quite popular on YouTube. Okay, number 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I think I'm most excited about meeting new people and talking about books with like-minded souls. And I've already done this. I can't believe I'm already up to 50 subscribers. That's amazing, so thank you. And I have met some lovely people and had some really good chats with them already, just talking about books that we like, seeing their videos. I've now got this huge list of books that I want to read that I hadn't even heard of before, so that's always great. What book or book series got you into reading? Well, I don't think there's actually one book or series that did get me into reading. I always remember books being an important part of my childhood. When I was about 10, I suppose I was really into the Goosebumps series and the Shivers series. Not many people know about Shivers, but they're kind of in a similar vein to Goosebumps, except people died in them, and some of it quite horrifically actually, but they weren't as grown up as, say, the point horror books. But then I suppose I had quite a few reading slumps, but what got me back into reading as an adult would be George Orwell's 1984, and I just instantly fell in love with the book and wanted to read a lot more sort of classical dystopian fiction and sci-fi, and it just set me off on a huge reading spur. Number 5. What would you ask your favourite booktuber? Well, I don't actually have a favourite booktuber. I think you're all lovely. I don't know, I think maybe what is your favourite book and why? Because I always like hearing about people's favourite books, and I get particularly excited if their favourite books is one of my favourites. Okay, and finally, number 6. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Apart from the editing, what I'm just appalling at, and just hearing and seeing my face, I think the hardest thing for me is actually being able to make the videos, being well enough to do this. I haven't mentioned it, but I've got quite a lot of health problems, and so just finding a day when I'm well enough to be okay in front of the camera and my brain's working well enough is a bit trickier. But I'm hoping as time goes on I will get into a bit of a routine with this and it will become easier. Well, that was my newbie tag. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're new too, please do the tags, and I will see you next time. Bye!